Hey, what's up? So, welcome back to another SEO tutorial. And this is going to be a quick competitor research or understanding competitor websites, right? So, you can find out what pillar pages you can write, what topic classes you can write, what articles you can write, what keywords you can actually go for. So, last time we talked about first we talked about the core keyword research. So if you haven't seen that, using just core keywords, going on websites, asking the client for like base keywords, and then expanding on keywords using AdWords or anything like that, the keyword planner for AdWords, that is, and using maybe a free subscription of SEMRush, as mentioned before, you can actually go ahead and watch that video first, and then maybe watch the the organic research tutorial that I've posted, and then you can come back here and watch the traffic analytics tutorial, right? So today I am going to be looking at the traffic analytics feature and how you can actually use that to go ahead and understand the traffic behind a competitor, right? So, who last time we were talking about Neil Patel's website. Let's go for another direct/indirect competitor, right? So that's single grain. So not direct to me per se, but if I was hypothetically competing with them, this is how I would go about it, right? So you can actually understand, hey, how much visits are they getting? How much unique, self-explanatory. How many unique visitors are they getting? How many pages per visit? What's the average? People on average spend about 7 minutes and 4 seconds on the website, and then you've got the bounce rate, which is about 83%, right? So what's important about this, right? So I've made these notes as well, so we can go through this. But essentially, what we're looking at is looking at the traffic behind what they're ranking for, right? And then we're going to take a look at the bounce rate and top pages, keywords that are driving traffic to, so that you can look at the low hanging fruit. So where do you start first? Where are the quick wins? Looking at that, right? So you can understand, hey, well, look at the traffic behind what they're ranking for, right? So we can see, unfortunately, I'm not going to go into like full detail, but I can tell you from here, right? It's just simply a much greater breakdown when you click through. But what you can look at is, first off, based off of pillar pages, right? You want to look at what sort of topic clusters can you come up with? What pillar pages can you create? Well, you can see that the subfolders that single grain, right? The agency that's owned by Eric Sui or Eric Su, um, you can actually see that they have particular subfolders around digital marketing, SEO, SaaS, video marketing. So they could have potential pillar pages, right, that are working on these particular big topics. And what they're doing is they've got a topic cluster um, for SEO, right? So they might want to talk everything about SEO or everything about like on-page SEO and off-page SEO, and then they break it down further, right, into more articles. And what this actually does is, when you create like a big pillar page that's almost like a summarized ultimate guide type document, right? You can actually go ahead and push link juice to or share link juice and the power of any great rankings that have impacted these particular posts. You can share them with other posts, right? So if you just imagine a spider, the middle of the spider, the body of the spider, let's say that's the pillar page, and then the legs are connected to, let's say, their own topic clusters, right? So in order for the spider to actually go ahead and um, you know get a load of nutrients after eating or whatever, right? You can just imagine that it ingests it and then it pushes out all the nutrients and stuff to the legs and stuff like that. That's how it grows, right? So in other words, if you think about that with content marketing, if the pillar page ranks well and everything else that's linked to it, all the other pages that are linked to it, like the specific articles like on page versus off page, how to do link building better, what are the different strategies behind link building, right? All those will get a nice boost as well, right? And vice versa. If those specific articles get a boost because they're connected to the pillar page will also get a boost, right? And that will also inadvertently boost all the other posts as well, because that's just how the pillar page strategy works, right? That's how the domain, Google sees the domain eventually, because you're producing so much relevant content around that. So yeah, let's go back. So this is how you look at the different classifications or the types of content you can create. But here's what this website is ranking for, right? Turns out that they are ranking for digital marketing trends 2021. So you click through it and you say, hey, well, what's this post? And you can get an idea of what they've created. It seems like it's a trends area, specifically where they talk about what's going to be new and big. what's going to be new or big in, and I hate interstitials, but I can't believe that you have to click that. Fair enough. But yeah, look, so you want to look at it and say, hey, well, it seems like they went through a massive post, right, where they can like put loads and loads of content into it, and it's all relevant to the latest trends for someone that wants to learn about it. Seems like that gets the most, that's had the most unique page views and unique visitors recently, especially in July 2021. So you can see what they're actually ranking for, and it could give you an idea of how to prioritize things and what to prioritize, and actually what sort of articles you can write about, right, that are linked to their specific area. So be, you know, this is how you gather, information on different people. Let's say we want to compare that to neilpatel.com. You can start to really understand, hey, well, where, first of all, they're getting a lot of search traffic between them. Obviously, Neil Patel gets way more than Single Grain. But then you can look at, excuse me, that's it. Can look like the unique visitors and see how they differ over time, what the bounce rate is over time, right? It seems like Neil Patel gets a really low bounce rate, but that's because he's also popular and he has a lot of like relevant content, right, and appropriate content for his business as well. So this is how you actually go ahead and find ideas, and this is how you find like, hey, what are the top areas that people are talking about, what is someone else ranking for that's the most amazing. So like the best online marketing companies, guess what, Single Grain's got a post on that. It talks about the 31 best online marketing companies they've got themselves, of course, and then they've got some alternatives for you as well, so it can actually help you find out exactly who you should be looking at, right? I hope this helped. It's pretty short, but next we'll go on to another tutorial. So next time I'll probably talk about the backlinks analytics tool, so you can understand straight away, right, how you can determine the publications you want to reach out to and where you can start to build links. But otherwise, this traffic analytics tutorial simply so that you can understand, hey, well, based off the bounce rate on each of these, right, for example, you would want to click through and check. You can say, hey, I can look at the bounce rate, and based on the bounce rate, I can see that more people are spending more time and bouncing less off of this top page. And based off that, you can say, hey, well, we've got a similar idea over here in our content bank. We're going to run with that because it seems like it's getting way more traction recently, and we're going to deprioritize the ones that are getting a higher bounce rate. Or on the flip side, you can focus on making the ones with a higher bounce rate for the pages that your competitors have that have the higher bounce rate. You can focus on making a page that's so amazing that you can actually counter that bounce rate on their end and actually get that traffic, right? Because you might have the appropriate content that meets that person's intent, right, in looking for particular information or whatever they need, depending on the keyword you're using, of course. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions, do drop them in the comments below. Happy to answer them. Happy to walk you through in the specifics if you need to with an actual example. And otherwise, I would say if you like the video, thanks for staying till the end. So if you like the video, do smash the like button. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future content. Otherwise, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next SEO tutorial video. Cheers.